Hey guys, this is Ollie and today I got another Onslaught video for you. It's the third encounter of Dark Chasm, one of the newer levels that has been added to the game that are very hard and challenging. I took a couple of attempts. If you remember, I had my live stream on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitch, there's a link below. I didn't succeed on my first try, partly because I messed up some positioning things and some other things. So this was my third or fourth attempt and it's my winning run. So let's take a look at this. I don't want to bore you guys. That is why I put the game speed or the replay speed here into 1.5. So there's a very good chance that this is not going to go slowly and it doesn't feel like, oh my god, what a drag. So this is 1.5 speed. So immediately from the start there's a misplay here because I'm putting Yasmin, I mean it's not a gigantic misplay, but I'm putting Yasmin next to Queen Akeshru. And then I put Dorga next to her. Why did I do this? I'm wondering myself, because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Because Yasmin always wants to buff someone that does ranged attacks, and Dorga isn't like really known for going in and doing her ranged attacks. So then we move out of the zone of the little pocket that we were in. Ranaklu is in our starting position here. The most dangerous guys on the opposing team are those guys, the undead gunners. They are really problematic. Those are the guys that you want to be able to deal with. Now Dorga can also move in, and I think I'm doing a really weird move here. I'm going for the special of Dorga on the first turn. I think I was hoping for 2 summons, and then the 2 summons had to take out the one guy in front of me, and then they would have to be cannon fodder. I don't know, there's like 10 variables that all have to come together for this plan to work out. I really don't know what I was thinking here. And then I'm surprised watching this back that I went with retreat strategy. And just look at this. Like, this could have been an option for Dorga to go for the special again. It's 3 steps forward. She can connect with this undead gunner. We get 1, 2, 3, 4 summons. That's not too bad. Maybe we get 4 summons. Obviously, there's a good chance that we get just some of these eggs instead. But still, you want to block one of the sides as much as possible. So here I'm doing this with all of the shades that Queen Akeshru is spawning. I think I'm a really big fan of Queen Akeshru here because I keep buffing her with my Yasmin. Personally, I think that Timtim is a bit more flexible, although it's not a terrible decision. And now the left side is basically problem-free. There's one more undead gunner, but he's pinned. He gets another shade, he gets taken down. Alright, so that basically means left side is secured. Now we have to watch the right side. At the moment it feels like Ranaklu is very safe, because this undead gunner cannot hit him. However, if one of these guys moves in, takes out the frog, Ranaklu is suddenly cannon fodder for the undead gunner. So you need to be aware of that and always remove your, pull back your units. So the left side was secure for half a second here, and suddenly it's like wide open again. This is just what happens with these new Onslaught levels. I love it and hate it at the same time. I would have loved it a little bit more if they weren't like this challenging. I don't agree with this positioning. I think Timtim needs to hide in the bush, because now actually there's a new wave after this turn, so pulling him a little bit more back is the better choice, because it means that there's less new units coming in, spawning, and then immediately hitting him. So you want to make sure, or full retreat, sure, why not? I agree with my play here. I'm not sure if this is the best play. So now I'm going for the dragon attack, the Queen Akeshru special, to take out one of these guys. And this is a bit of a setup, hoping for Ranaklu to connect on the next turn with someone. Don't know who. Because then we could use the Ranaklu special and get like a lot of damage to all of these units in darkness. This did not work out at all. And now you have to keep in mind that darkness is going to disappear after this turn. So the clock is ticking, so to speak, and we don't have like a whole lot of time left to basically defend the right side here. Alright. Now Akio has been tagged in. I'm not sure how many units I got left here, but it's not looking great, to be honest. It's not looking horrible, but it's not looking great either. So we start with Timtim doing an attack. Okay, Akio moves in. Still this guy is standing, doesn't even care about getting hit at all. Now we are basically in the situation where we have to wonder what are we going to do with Ranaklu and with Dorga, and they just keep retreating. And then we get one of our strongest units from the game. Thank you so much, Wheel of Luck. We do have a second activation of Tim. That's not bad. Now all of these guys have been damaged at least. If only we found another way to do like AoE damage or something. And yet another option to go for the special of Dorga and at least get like 3 or 4 summons out of it. I think it was 3 here. Okay, now we're kind of lucky that Dorga survives. And I think this is our comeback turn. We just spawned 4 new units. It looked like I was defeated. Honestly, watching it back, I'm like, oh, well, how did I win this? But this makes sense, because suddenly we are surrounded by undead gunners on the one hand, and we have Granny. And if you watched my other video about Onslaught, you will know very exactly that the undead gunners do not happen to be summons. So I think there must have been a bit of a misplay in terms of the positioning, because I think I could have also triggered Granny for the undead gunner that died on this side. Not 100% sure. Yeah. And I'm not sure if I should have gone for the special of Granny, but these guys have so much health most of the time that even with the special, my Granny special does like 480 or something, you cannot one-shot kill these guys, although the guy was already half dead. Alright, so Agna can move forward. That's a very smart play. And yeah, normally Dorga is always staying behind. This is one of those situations where you have to move forward with Dorga. You need to get another kill just so you can get yet another skeleton out of Granny. You need to make the most out of Granny while she's alive. Her days are numbered. I'm sorry to say, Granny, but your days are numbered here. And now it looks like we're suddenly retreating again and we're focusing on the left side. But this is not a bad plan at all, because suddenly we get yet another skeleton out of Granny here. Now Agna is being, hit by everything, but still standing somehow. I'm surprised, because that never happens with Agna normally. And now look at this. This is the crucial misplay of this. This is actually the crucial misplay of this entire run. So here I am assuming that by moving Granny up here, moving with Giggs to the front and hitting this undead gunner and then attacking him with Tanamo, that I'm gonna take him down. And for that reason I'm moving Granny here. The correct play would have been move Giggs here and attack, move Tanamo and do not attack, move Granny into this spot. That's very important, because then if Tanamo doesn't kill the gunner, you can still use the Granny effect. And what I did, Granny's standing here and she's just waiting to get killed. So let's see what happens. We do see the Giggs attack, we do see Granny move in, we do see Tanamo, and it looks like Tanamo can beat this guy, but she didn't, and now suddenly this is a really bad position. And this would have been like 10 times better, at least 10 times better, if Granny had been in the bushes, because she would have taken a lot less damage, we would have another skeleton, this guy wouldn't have taken a shot at us, like infinite times better for us. And now we get the skeleton, but like one turn too late is sometimes way too late in Onslaught. Alright, Dorga is now on a healing pattern. That's not terrible. And on the right side, we don't have that much going on. There is a chance that this frog survives the next turn, which would mean that we get a frog warrior. And look at this. Everything by Sunshine. Sunshine just throws everything at this guy and the kitchen sink, and still it doesn't work. But it's only 4 more opponents and all of the waves are gone. So finally we can actually go at it and chase the opponents. For once in our lives, it is making like the slightest sense to do this. So let's see. We can move forward with Dorga and we do a crit hit. We never needed more than now. And now we can actually flood the field with a few more summons. They are not going to survive very long, but it really doesn't matter, because now it's a 2 on 6. So we are, for the first time ever, we have the upper hand here. And even though this gunner is going to take yet another shot at us and deal massive damage to us, because these guys are way too strong if you ask me, we are in a really good position to get this done. We lose another unit, but now it's one dead gunner until everybody. And I'm planning to hit him with Katsume and kill him, but it didn't work out. But I'm not even mad about it, and we finally beat this level. And what a level it is. These new Onslaught levels, they are something else. They are really something else. We did get a Tokon badge. This is like the game's way of making fun of us. It's like, yeah, all of that effort, here's nothing to show for it. But still, I kind of like the Onslaught levels. My biggest problem, my biggest gripe with them is that it does not feel like you're climbing a small ladder, or like a small set of stairs that like it gets a tiny bit harder every time. It's more like you're basically doing rock climbing, and every new move just gets you into a position where you need like twice the energy that you needed before to beat it again. My honest feedback to Snowprint: I love the fact that we have new Onslaught levels, but I would love for them to be like tiny inclines of how they're getting harder, and not going like, yeah, this is the next level, this is the next level, and then this is the next level. So you just feel like, yeah, this is unbeatable. I don't even know where to begin and finish these levels. Alright guys, hope that helped. I hope there was some strategy in there. I tried to show you how to like focus on one side, focus on the other side, do a bit of a retreat, go forward. Most of the time it's retreat, to be honest though. This was my successful run for the Dark Chasm Encounter 3. I do have another one in the books basically. It is Dark Chasm Encounter 4, which I also managed to beat. I'm gonna show you that. And then after that I didn't beat any more of them. But some of my guildmates did, and I'm even gonna show you those videos so you just see some entertainment what it looks like when somebody has like the completely pimped out account with like 30 units that are like level 35 or something, and they just go ham on these summons. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this. See you guys very soon in the arena or on Discord. Bye bye.